So it's 15:56 p.m. It is still Friday afternoon, so yeah. Double TV series review. We got Tales from the Territories 2022 and Dark Side of the Ring 2019 to 2021. Yeah. Both these shows complement each other, and I watched them, so I figured, fuck it, let me cover them both. So here's my thoughts. I love learning about the territories, and this is a good companion to Dark Side of the Ring. Absolutely great companion. I think it's sad that the wrestlers at the table are smaller, and most of it stems from them being dead at a young age. Or they just didn't want to do the interviews at all. Brett's story about Andre is a trip. Man, Dr. D's daughter getting kidnapped. Shit is wild, especially with Ken Patera and Saito with the boulder in McDonald's window in the cops fight. That was stupid. It's funny as hell. Do I think Ken threw the rock through the boulder through the window? At that time, probably. God. I mean, that's some funny shit. Oh, or some hamburgers and shit. Like, damn, man. Oh, man. My fave story is Polynesian wrestling and how that ties into Rock's lineage. Yeah. That surprised me. I didn't even know. Like, I knew Rock's dad was Peter Maivia. That's all I knew. The only thing I knew about him, well, no, that's his grandfather. Rocky Johnson's his dad. That's right, yeah. But I didn't know that his roots went that far back to the Polynesian Wrestling Company. I didn't know that. And even further back to what's his name that bought him his first car for $40. It's so crazy. It's fucking wild how everything is so connected in the web of wrestling. It's nuts. Oh man. Damn, Dr. D tripping off LSD and got him back with X-Lax cookies. Ain't right. And the Mabel party ain't right either. Oh, Christ. Man, bad news Allen fucking up Stampede's territory. That's a real bitch, but back then, shit was way more strict on the rules. Yeah, easily. Like, fuck. Compared to today, today's landscape is so much more vast, whereas back then, everything was so strict and you couldn't do shit. I love Vice City. I love Vice City. Never even played GTA. I love Vice Studios' wrestling docuseries. It's amazing. I hope sometime they cover TNA, WSX, and other promotions in the future. I really hope they do, because there are so many promotions out there, past and present, that aren't even recognized or even talked about as much. I mean, most of the time you find that shit on YouTube because diehard fans will, go out of their way to make a whole documentary, their own doc series on the shit. You got Wrestling Bios doing Reliving the War right now for the Monday Night War. I love it. It's amazing. And he's got other side projects on his channel within that as well. So it's a lot of fun. Which is my favorite story? I'd say WCCW story. It was. I remember watching the Von Erich episode for Dark Side, and it's amazing and sad because Kevin's the last one left. Yeah. All them brothers, and Kevin's the last one, is the last survivor. Fucking crazy, man. Mm-mm. And that's bittersweet too, because that was a massive family that was beloved by the state of Texas. And each one of them died different ways. Crazy. Yeah. Which with Von Erichs is my favorite? Let's see. I don't know, for some reason I'm like really drawn to Carrie, even though I never watched any of their matches. But I don't know. I like Carrie's aesthetic. He seemed really cool. What's more amazing is how big each territory was before Vince took over. Yeah, seriously. Andy Kaufman's story was funny but sad that he died from lung cancer. I didn't even know he had lung cancer. I didn't even know how the fuck he died. I thought he was still alive. I did see, what was it, Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey. I did see that. That was really good. And I don't remember much about it, though. But just that it was good. I'd say Stampede's story was the most lighthearted out of them. Memphis's was the roughest. CWF was pretty cool, learning about Kevin Sullivan's Army of Darkness and how that came back in WCW with Kid Gloves. Yeah. Comparing both of them, yeah, CFW, yeah, CWF. That's too many F's and shit. Comparing CWF to WCW's Army of Darkness, what a difference in tone, especially with tone. Holy shit. Portland's was the coolest, but also foreshadowed what would become WCW's fate by going off the air due to money problems. Yeah, literally money problems because Vince bought it out. But also the fact that while I was watching Wrestling Bios, I learned that Thunder was actually one of the main reasons that WCW went under because Ted decided to take money out of Nitro to pay for Thunder or something like that. And you're talking that was, what did he say that was? 450,000 each episode. That's a lot. Ooh, expensive. Oh, thank fuck Buddy had his wife tape all those matches because everybody thought they were gone, but no, Buddy's wife taped them all. Now imagine having to transfer VHS to update. Oh, man. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be 4K today upscale. It would be probably DVD quality if they decided to update it. The various stories everyone told truly encapsulated what life was like back then. Wild, Wild West. What's really crazy is that pay per view didn't exist back then, so if you wanted to see whoever, you drove or flew to them. Yeah. Because this is before the age of cable TV and pay per view and all that shit. And back then, going to and from was cheap. It's a long ride, but it was worth it if you wanted to see him that badly. Or if you had a friend that had a video camera, they could record it for you. I ain't watched it at their house or whatever. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Buddy Marion, Matt Bourne's sister was fucking crazy. Of course, that was replayed with Macho Man, Miss Elizabeth, and Triple H and Stephanie. Foreshadowing again. Pretty funny Kevin Sullivan stole Buddy Rose's too legit to quit gimmick. I recognized that right off the bat. That was too fucking funny. I was like, I recognize that shit. I do love the reenactments. Those crack me up. Oh, God. I want to see them unblurred. I have to see that unblurred. It's too funny. Especially with Macho Man fighting the newlywed and getting bit in the ass by the police dog. That was funny. Oh, God. AWA's story was the funniest to rehash. The Gagne training regiment was ruthless. Oof. Damn. I think it's funny how most of them don't want to swear because they're partially stuck in kayfabe, or they're just gentlemen and whatever. Mad Dog and Suicide One was fucking wild. If I was a wrestler, which territory would I want to be a part of? WCCW. They had the best fan interaction and cherished that versus other territories in today's world. Yeah. Like you look back at WCCW and they cherished the hell out of the Von Erichs. They cherished the hell out of the fans. And it was such a peaceful environment with them. And I like that kind of peace. That's nice to have that great fan interaction to where you're beholden by an entire fucking state. That's crazy. Beholden like that. Cherished, loved, admired, adored. Wild. Mm-mm-mm. In today's world, you get that, but it's not. John Cena is basically what the Von Erichs are today. Uh, I mean, he's literally the Von Erichs reincarnated, for lack of a better term, with Make a Wish and shit. Sherry Martell's milkshake throwing was hilarious. God. Ain't no worse than motherfuckers playing chicken in the middle of the road. God. Bobby the Brain getting shit on was fucking epic, along with his uprising in fame. Yeah. Then Mad Dog smelling the bag of Adrian Adonis as shit. Oh, disgusting son of a bitch. And it only gets worse from here. Oh, man. The Chain Gang getting attacked by the Hells Angels or whoever was dark. Ooh, that was fucked up. Hulk Hogan screwing over AWA by taking Vince's money to stay home foreshadowed what he'd do during the Monday Night Wars. Literally, he did the same motherfucking thing in WCW. Funny. God. It's smart business wise, but egotistical from another standpoint. Because back then, everything was done by. Everything was done by handshakes, no contracts. All these failed territories and no physical contracts makes you wonder how they'd fare if pay per view existed back then. If it did, it would go. I think they would survive a little bit longer, to be honest. Yeah. Gum tastes like shit. I don't know. I mean, how would each territory fare with pay per view? I mean, you'd have a lot of competition, that's for sure. Okay. I mean, you have all those territories, and then you have them vying for pay per view time. That'd be a lot of fun. I think they would still be around today if it existed back then. But, oh well. I ain't had my shower yet. That's why I'm so sleepy. Okay. Where am I at? As for Dark Side of the Ring, I can't really choose which ones are the best because all of them are. They really are. Like, you get. If you've never seen behind the scenes of wrestling, like, this is essential for you to watch. But if I had a top four, Benoit, Pillman, Collision in Korea, and New Jack. Herb Abrams gets MVP status. Fucking Herb, man. Each story is uniquely told, and while other reports may contradict theirs, at least you're getting a story on what happened back then. Darkest episode would be Grizzly Smith and Moolah, easily. Hard to believe Jake the Snake's dad was a pedophile and Moolah was a ruthless cunt. Love Crockett promotion story. That was good shit. Jim Cornette going over. Oh, going over him. Jim Cornette going over him also being lynched was crazy. That was, oh man, that was fucking wild. Baby doll hitting a pregnant woman was fucking far out. God. It's also amazing how ruthless NWA Mid Atlantic was. The Omni Riot truly highlights fans' dissociation back then. That's truly fucking scary. And I've mentioned this before with my dissociation. But yeah, it's fucking scary. You're essentially telling a lie and random people buy into it to the extent of either wanting to murder or destroy property. Yeah, back then it was murder or your property. I'm glad kayfabe is gone because dispelling it prevents this kind of shit. But even nowadays, some fans don't get it or they become hyper obsessed. Because there's still motherfuckers jumping the guard at WWE events and shit, and AEW, I think. But, but I don't know if to do it at other ones. But I wouldn't recommend wrestling to anyone with autism because it's discerning reality from fiction. Oh, discerning reality from fiction isn't easy. It's really not. I got so sucked into that during DX's return in 2006. It was bad. It was so fucking bad. And I didn't even know how bad it was until I looked and I was like, holy shit, that was horrible. Oof. Let's see here. God damn it. During the series, I've been waiting for Jim Cornette's POV on this, because Jim Cornette is one of the legends in the business. I've been waiting on that shit. Cornette falling from the scaffold was wild. I remember that from... I think it was Dark Side of the Ring that I heard about that the first time. Even the match itself back then was crazy, because that ain't safe for any heavyweight wrestler. Fuck no. God. Even with mild protection, absolutely no. I don't know. You imagine Big Show on that shit? No. The Russian Nightmare. So glad the foreign villain shtick is over with. So goddamn cliche. And I hate that shit in movies too. Like Indiana Jones 5 is literally him fighting Nazis again. I was like, it's good to punch a Nazi. It's getting old. Let Nazis beat us up. Fuck. Oh wait, we got Wolfenstein for that. Christ. Wow, Nikita was going to be in Rocky 4. That surprised me. I didn't know that. I was like, and he would have been good, but honestly, Dolph Lundgren looks better in that. But Nikita, yeah, and the reason he wasn't cast was because he was too big for the role. He's like, we panned over and Stallone disappeared in his shadow. I'm like, damn, you should have kept his ass. Now in another alternate universe, he's in that film. Oh my. And Tim Woods saving Crocker Promotions during the plane crash is mind-boggling. Makes you wonder what would have happened if he hadn't. Yeah. Pretty funny how Tully Blanchard's confession on 700 Club naming Ricky Morton cracks me up. Yeah, because Tully got saved and he named Ricky Morton as his buddy doing coke and fucking hookers. And Ricky's married and he's watching it. His wife's right beside him. Flip the fuck out. Crocker Promotions was probably the most heartfelt out of the bunch, honestly. Not brutal, just heartfelt. Like you could really feel the heart out of them. All of them are heartfelt, but this definitely hit the high marks. Chris Jericho is the best underrated narrator for Dark Side of the Ring. Easily. Like him and Rob Lowe, I consider to be underrated narrators for sure. Loving Mid-South Wrestling so far. It's got JR, Jake the Snake, Michael Hayes, and Ted DiBiase. I didn't know Jake smoked cigarettes. I used to smoke Cools back then. Yeah, he's smoking Cools. I used to smoke that shit. And then I didn't stick with the Cools though. I was a Marlboro Smooth guy. I love Smooth. My top cigarettes, Marlboro Smooth, Cowboy Killer, Red 100s, Newport 100s. Got tired of them though. The Jarm Blacks. I love Clove. Oh, that crackle. Sexy. And with a Zippo, ooh, or a match, ooh. And Captain Black cigars. Those were good. Peach rum. That was my jam. Oh, that was my jam. And I tried every new flavor that came out too. And I also liked Camel Crush, Camel Menthol Crush. Super tasty. Ooh. With Eclipse gum. Double mint gum. Oh, fuck. That double mint hit. Fantastic. Anyway, back to the shit. I love my cigarettes, but I quit now. $10 a fucking pack. I'm good. They're decent, but I didn't stick with them. Learning that Junkyard Dog's origin was threatening the NWA promoters just because he's black. How pathetic, but that was the way back then. You can't have a Negro as your man? That's horrible. Okay. Holy shit, in the big payback with Michael Hayes blinding Junkyard Dog, some wacko bought a Saturday Night Special 38 pistol. I knew that. When he said Saturday Night Special, I was like, ah, Godfather, I know that gun. Even had a bullet engraved with Freebird on it. That's terrifying. This dude brought a gun, took a bullet, carved Freebird in the bullet. Oof. Oh wow, JR smoked cigarettes too. Damn, well he did beat cancer. Thumbs down on Jim Duggan and Jake getting in the bar fight was funny but semi-brutal. Yeah, fuck, Jerry Brown going after Bob Watts' family and ended up with a shotgun in his mouth is fucking crazy. Because back then, people didn't play. You learn quick who not to fuck with. Learning about Ted turning heel against Junkyard Dog was pretty cool. Ted was dating Leroy McGurk's daughter, Mike. That's weird. It's funnier because Leroy's blind as hell, but he was armed with a big 44 Magnum. But even odder to me is that he had a daughter named Mike. I didn't know Mike was genderless. I mean, I know in Australia, Ashley is a popular name for boys as well. And Kelly, too. Yeah, Ashley and Kelly are either way. Binary. Yeah. Give or take. Because they can go either way. Don't matter. Fuck it. Yeah, gender. Fuck it. I don't know. I've grown up with boys. I've grown up with dudes named Ashley and Kelly. I know them. It's like, fuck. Oh, what else? Oh, Jake got to meet Muhammad Ali. That was a beautiful story. That was really good. I can't believe how young Michael and Terry were in 1980. Michael was 20. Terry Gordy was 18. And it's like, when you look at that picture, reverse it, and it fits better. Like, ew, Buddy Roberts pissing fetish. Gross. But damn, Terry Gordy got it back. With a shit, piss, eggs, and a dead possum in his bag. Buddy wore that shit to the ring. Blech. Making everybody puke in the locker room and audience. Goddamn fucking gross. Oh. Yuck. Nasty cocksuckers. Wow, the NWA Alliance was going to kill Vince McMahon so he couldn't take over the territories. That's crazy. That's how serious they took the shit. One of them knew a guy that'd do it for $750. $750 back then. And with inflation, that's cheap that's a cheap ass hit, $750. Fuck. Though with inflation, that's only $2,712.49. But it's rounded up severely because he's a public figure. It's in the millions. But $750 to cap his ass? Fuck. Motherfuckers were shady as hell and cheap. Fuck. Ugh. I get protecting your turf, but that's unreal coming from JR. Wow. Crazy how changing the name from Mid-South to UWF. Ugh. Oh, what the fuck? Was smart, but such a shame. That was an amazing first season for Tales of the Territories. Love that. Love learning about past promotions and shenanigans behind the scenes. Mid-South was good. And it's a shame the territories are gone, but their memories live on. I'd say Portland's the MVP next to Polynesian. Yeah, my shit changes all the time. All of them weren't kidding about how it was the wild, wild west back then. None of that shit would fly today. You'd see more lawsuits, firings, and jail sentences. Which is better, Tales or Dark Side? Dark Side has more content with 3 hard-hitting seasons, whereas Tales has 1 that is more of a companion piece. Like I said, they complete each other. They're companions to each other. They do complete each other, especially if you're the type that wants the full story on popular wrestlers, stories, and old promotions. I'd also say Nick Gage is a wild card favorite from Dark Side. Yeah, that was wild. If I was to introduce you to wrestling history, I'd recommend both of these, plus wrestling bios on YouTube, Paul Heyman interviews, Click This Podcast, and others. Yeah, I watch Kevin Nash's podcast too, because I like Kev. He's cool as shit. And he's got a hell of a brain. I fucking love his intelligence. It's so beautiful. If I had to pick a winner, which is tough because Tails has the heart while Darkseid has the grit, I'd say Tails wins because you get an inside look into how the past worked through those involved and how those outcomes would shape and foreshadow what happens in Darkseid. Yeah. It's a pretty fair assessment. Both shows, though, 9.7 out of 10. Easily. Could be an 11, but there's scores of interviews with them that expand on their own experiences in the business. Yeah, tons of interviews. These two docu-series cover a good majority of it, while WWE has countless BTS collections to watch. That's behind the scenes for those of you that don't know acronyms. So, that was that. Plus, there's all those other fucking interviews and shit that you can check out. Ow, fuck. So, if you don't like wrestling, not for you. If you enjoy docu-series, definitely check these out. If you aren't a fan of wrestling, well, I don't tell you. Shit's on, it's on you if you don't like that. Yeah, I had a great time with these. Would I want to own them? Nah. And I think what makes them fun is that they do have rewatchability, especially if you're gonna do like your own. Oh, what the hell is it? Review. Yeah, if you're gonna do your own review on it, you can literally go back, rewatch, do your own research, and track down a whole bunch of shit and do your own bit on it. That's what makes it fun. But also the rewatchability comes in for, if you just want to kick back and learn some stuff again, then yeah, that's what they're good for. So, that's what I got. Yeah. Do I miss the territories? Kind of. I kind of miss them. I really do. It'd be a lot of fun to see them come back, but that ain't gonna happen. Nah. But now you have all these new promotions. You have AEW, you have TNA, you have MLW. I don't know if Global Force is still around or not. You have Luchador. You have some promotion in Puerto Rico. My friend Kenny mentioned that. And then just everywhere. All these promotions and shit. It'd be nice to see a lot of them covered as well. So, yeah. But I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna upload this and chill. I'm gonna go to the shower actually, so I can wake up. Yeah, so I can smell real nice and shit. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.